Hadirin dipersilakan duduk.
Ampun Tuanku, a welcoming performance of Siarang Sarawak, portraying the beautiful songket from the songket communities and the Karinkam collections from Santax Heritage Fashion. Thank you very much to Karya Terindah Performing Arts and Mitra Band from Sarawak Arts Council.
Ampun Tuanku, Patik mohon perkenan untuk memulakan majlis. Menjunjung kasih Tuanku. Ampun Tuanku, beribu-ribu ampun, sembah Patik mohon diampun. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Menghadap ke bawah duli Yang Maha Mulia, Sri Paduka Baginda Raja Pamaisuri Agong, Tunku Hajah Azizah Aminah Maimunah Iskandariah binti almarhum Al-Mutawakil Allah Sultan Iskandar Al-Haj. Ampun Tuanku, Patik bagi pihak penganjur menghadap merafak sembah seraya mempersembahkan setinggi-tinggi menjunjung kasih atas limpah perkenan ke bawah duli Yang Maha Mulia Sri Paduka Baginda Tuanku bercemar duli ke Majlis Perasmian Lembaran Emas 2 Borneo Textile Symposium 2022. Sesungguhnya keberangkatan Tuanku amatlah ditunggu-tunggu Patik sekalian. Ampun Tuanku, Patik mohon perkenan ke bawah duli Yang Maha Mulia Sri Paduka Baginda Tuanku untuk mengalu-alukan dif-dif kenamaan dan tetamu-tetamu yang lain. Menjunjung kasih Tuanku.
Ampun Tuanku, indeed our highest appreciation and a warm welcome to Yang Amat Berbahagia Puan Sri Dato' Amar Hajjah Jumaani Tun Tuanku Haji Bujang, spouse of the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak, the Honourable Dato' Sri Haji Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, Minister for Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts and Minister for Youth, Sports and Entrepreneur Development, Sarawak, and Yang Berbahagia Datin Sri Hajah Zuraini binti Abdul Jabbar, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Doreen Mayang, spouse of the Honourable Deputy Premier, the Second Minister for Finance and New Economy and Minister for Infrastructure and Port Development, Sarawak, Yang Berbahagia Datin Sri N. Ong Seok Yen, spouse of the Honourable Deputy Premier and Minister for Public Health, Housing and Local Government, Sarawak, the Honourable Deputy Ministers, distinguished guests, Consulate General from Brunei Darussalam and Republic of Indonesia, heads of department, our distinguished speakers, local and international delegates, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and a warm welcome to the official opening ceremony of Lembaran Emas Siri 2 of the Borneo Textile Symposium 2022.
Keringkam emas tenunan asli, songket Sarawak buatan tangan. Rakyat jelata senang hati menyambut Tuanku Raja Sanjungan. Ampun Tuanku, Al-Fadil Ustaz Haji Muhammad Ihsan bin Haji Haizi, Timbalan Imam Besar Sarawak memimpin lafaz doa. Dipersilakan. Ampun Tuanku.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Hamdan syakirin, hamdan hamidin. Hamdan yuwafi ni'amahu wa yukafi'u mazidah. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhikal karimi wa 'azimi sultanik. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Allahumma ya Allah, kami bersyukur kehadratmu kerana dengan limpah rahmat dan inayahmu kami dapat menikmati suasana kehidupan yang penuh kedamaian dan ketenteraman, kebahagiaan dan kemakmuran. Pada pagi yang penuh keceriaan ini, kami memohon kehadratmu ya Allah, agar mengurniakan kebaikan yang sepenuhnya buat kami semua. Sempena Majlis Perasmian Lembaran Emas Siri 2, Borneo Textile Symposium yang akan disempurnakan oleh Kebawah Duli Yang Maha Mulia, Seri Paduka Baginda Raja Permaisuri Agong, Tunku Hajah Azizah Aminah Maimunah Iskandariyah binti Almarhum Al-Mutawakkil ala Allah, Sultan Iskandar Al-Hajj. Allahumma ya Allah ya Fatah ya Alim ya Allah, let this occasion be a part of our continuous efforts in doing good deeds and virtues. Please grace this occasion with your blessings and mercy. May we achieve all its noble aims and objectives. Render us the strength, diligence, and patience so that we can work together in building our nation towards a new height of advancement, progress, and excellence. With all the useful knowledge, valuable experience, and precious outcomes that we may gain from this occasion, please grant upon us the strength to benefit thereof, Ya Allah, for the enhancement of our community and nation. Allahumma ya Allah ya Dzal Jalali wal Ikram, kami memohon dengan limpah rahmat dan kasih sayang-Mu ke atas Raja kami, Kebawah Duli Yang Maha Mulia Seri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong, dan Kebawah Duli Yang Maha Mulia Seri Paduka Baginda Raja Permaisuri Agong, agar dilanjutkan usia kedua-duanya dalam kesihatan dan keafiatan, ditetapkan iman dan takwa. Begitu juga buat para pembesar dan pemimpin negeri, serta rakyat jelata sekalian. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah, wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina adzaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Ampun Tuanku, Jazakallahu khairan. Thank you very much to Al-Fadil Ustaz Haji Muhammad Ihsan bin Haji Hadzir, Deputy Grand Imam of Sarawak. Ampun Tuanku, Her Majesty the Queen, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Lembaran Emas Series 2, Borneo Textile Symposium 2022, with the theme Connecting Textiles to Communities for Sustainable Growth, is inspired to nurture sustainable relationships between communities, especially within the textiles industry from around the world. And to have more insights on Borneo Textile Symposium 2022, it is now with great honor and pleasure to invite the Honorable Datuk Sri Haji Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, Minister for Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts Sarawak, to present his welcoming speech. Dengan segala hormatnya, dipersilakan.
Terima kasih pengacara majlis. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wa bihi nasta'in. Salawat dan salam ke atas Rasul junjungan Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam serta keluarga dan juga sahabat-sahabat baginda sekalian. Menghadap ke bawah duli Yang Maha Mulia Seri Paduka Baginda Raja Permaisuri Agong, Tunku Hajah Azizah Aminah Maimunah Iskandariyah binti Almarhum Al-Mutawakkil Allah, Sultan Iskandar Al-Hajj. Ampun Tuanku, beribu-ribu ampun, sembah patik, mohon diampun. Patik merafak sembah, menyembahkan ucapan setinggi-tinggi menjunjung kasih atas limpah perkenan ke bawah duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku, berangkat mencemar duli ke majlis ini dan seterusnya menyempurnakan perasmian Lembaran Emas Siri yang kedua, Borneo Textile Symposium 2022. Sesungguhnya, keberangkatan Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku merupakan lambang keprihatinan dan juga kasih terhadap perkembangan tekstil, sekaligus memberi suntikan semangat kepada kami ke arah untuk memajukan tekstil di negeri Sarawak. Ampun Tuanku, Patik mohon limpah perkenan ke bawah Duli Yang Maha Mulia Seri Paduka Baginda Tuanku untuk Patik mengalu-alukan kehadiran div-div kenamaan yang hadir dan seterusnya meneruskan ucapan Patik dalam bahasa Inggeris. Yang amat berbahagia, Tuan Sri Dato' Amar Hajah Jumaini, Tuan-Tuanku Haji Bujang, isteri kepada Yang Amat Berhormat Premier Negeri Sarawak. Yang amat berbahagia, Datuk Doreen Mayang, isteri kepada Timbalan Premier, Datuk Douglas Ugambas. Yang amat berbahagia, Datin Sri N. Ong Siok An, isteri kepada Timbalan Premier, Datuk Sri Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Sim Kuilian. Yang Berhormat Timbalan-Timbalan Menteri, Dev-Dev Kenamaan, Ketua-Ketua Jabatan, Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang saya hormati sekalian. Well, welcome to the launching ceremony of Lembaran Emas Siri 2 Borneo Textile Symposium 2022. This symposium is inspired by the ASEAN Textile Symposium that was held in Putrajaya last December. During the ASEAN Textile Symposium, there were many insight gains from the experts and speakers who have been in the textile journey since many years. Apart from the speakers, there were many participants from fellow Southeast Asian nations and even those from other continents such as India and Europe. Therefore, Borneo Textile Symposium that we are having today and tomorrow is a part of an ongoing initiative to enhance and propel our textile preservation as well as conservation. The enthusiastic reception is a good sign that the traditional craft of textile is very much alive, and therefore the world needs to band together in unity to make sure it does not meet an untimely end. On that note, I wish to express my deepest appreciation to the patron of this symposium, Her Majesty Sri Paduka Baginda, the Raja Permaisuri Agung Tunku Hajah Azizah Aminah Maimunah Iskandariah binti Almarhum Al-Mutawakil Allah Sultan Iskandar Al-Hajj. You've got a very, very long name, Tunku. Yeah. For her continuous support towards it's really like what Tunku was saying, it's a mouthful for me also. Yeah. The Queen's passion for the art of weaving is legendary. It has earned her the Craft Icon of the Year award by Craft Village in New Delhi, India. Her Majesty has taken the initiative to establish an institute providing free training to weavers as part of the effort to revitalize the Royal Tenun Pahang textile. Thank you. Well, Her Majesty also successfully increased the number of weavers from just a mere 15 in 2005 to 167 as of today. Many of these weavers are prisoners, but at least they make something out of being a weaver. Yeah. And were personally taught by the Queen herself, no less, all in the name of reviving the almost forgotten art of weaving, Tenun Pahang. This gesture has made Her Majesty the face of the art of weaving, not only in Malaysia, but the whole world. Recently, in May this year, Tenun Pahang took center stage in the London Craft Week exhibition. We could not be more proud and more grateful to have Her Majesty grace this event that we have today with her presence. Thank you, Your Majesty. This symposium highlights the community, as can be seen from the theme of the symposium this year, that is connecting textile to communities for sustainable growth. Community in the singular form refers to a group of people living in the same place or having similar interests. Hence, this symposium aspires to nurture relationship between communities from all around the world, especially in the textile craft. Through this scholarly platform, it is hoped that discussion and exchanges of ideas can be expanded in support of the preservation and sustainability of textile across the globe. In Sarawak, the textile sphere covers multiple ethnic groups, including the Dayak, the Malays, the Melanau, the Orang Ulu, the Chinese, as well as the Indians, though we do not have that many Indians in Sarawak. Just to name a few. In the effort to preserve these wide arrays of different textile, the Sarawak Museum Department has converted a building which served as the medical center in the early 90s, 1907 actually, before being used as the office of the Department of Education, into the now Sarawak Textile Museum. Local textile worn by Sarawakians like the Iban Puakumbu and the Kain Songket Melayu Sarawak are housed and exhibited in this museum. The exhibition displays the textile production process from yarn to fabric, with the aim of educating visitors via the available touch media. This is in line with the tagline of this symposium, as well as Her Majesty's mission to revive and preserve the disappearing art of textile through the joint effort of various agencies within the community. The textile domain has come a long way in Borneo, especially in Sarawak. The Sarawak government has high regard for the textile industry. It has a lot of potential to contribute to the development of our country's economy and livelihood. Hence, we have recognized the traditional craft as one of the major players in our economic strategy, with a special focus on local textile, such as the Sarawak Songket and Karingkam, and also Wakumbu. The Songket is a beautiful material that is hand-woven using a distinctive calculation-based weaving technique, whilst the Karingkam has a rich long, being a luxury item worn only by the Sarawak Malay women from the aristocratic circle. Historically, this kind of unique pieces of clothing are key indicators to the cultural development in any civilization, for they eventually become important assets of trading, paving ways for different communities to converge as well as grow. Therefore, it is especially important that the development of local talents today be made the focal point in sustaining our textile community. With the support of different agencies in textile, in training textile-related skills among the local talents, as well as a harmonious ecosystem, Sarawak can and will be, inshallah, an exemplary creative hub for our textile heritage. The Sarawak handicraft industry has reached ringgit Malaysia 15.7 million in sales in 2021. This was achieved through the tireless craft community of 687 people in Sarawak alone. Among them are individuals who have dedicated their lives to mastering and trading yards upon yards of invaluable fabric. These people deserve our salute as well as our gratitude. Thanks to the digitalization effort, these handicrafts were able to reach a wider range of audience, both locally as well as internationally. To encourage this trend, as well as to amplify the effect on tourism, hybrid-based collaboration between key players in the textile preservation and production, such as Majlis Seni Sarawak, Sarawak Tourism Board, Sarawak Craft Council, and perhaps with international organization as well, should be established firmly. Not to be forgotten is the significance of academic and intellectual perspective of arts provided by the Faculty of Applied and Creative Arts, University of Malaysia Sarawak, that have highlighted the Malaysian craft in the Academia of Arts and Culture. All these are to ensure that this form of heritage is preserved sustainably for the benefit of our future generations. I'm happy to see so many participants from such a diverse background gathering here, with esteemed speakers hailing from different parts of the world, such as the region of Northwestern Europe as well as Anatolia. We also have our very own local talents, weavers and entrepreneurs from the textile industry coming together to share precious knowledge and collaborate with other textile aficionados. It is with great honor that this time Sarawak gets to host this event. And it is with great pleasure that we welcome all of you to the land of the Hornbill. Please savor our finest cuisines and most of all, enjoy our warm hospitality here in Sarawak. It is our pleasure to assist scholars as well as weavers in elevating their ideas and innovation towards finding potential stakeholders as well as supportive communities and bringing everyone within reach of each other. That is our focus, to turn local events into potential tourism attraction, as well as to provide a platform for partnership with universities and other tourism agencies, and to help instill a sense of ownership to all individuals actively taking part in this symposium today. Through this, we can shine a spotlight on Sarawak, and in particular, the allure of our textile. With this collaborative effort, I'm confident that we can promote a wider range of research-driven innovation and technology, as well as translational discourses that reverberates throughout the world, triggering transformations and sustaining preservation of our traditions and culture. I would like to convey my innermost appreciation to the organizing committee from the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts Sarawak, Majlis Seni Sarawak, and the Faculty of Applied and Creative Arts, University Malaysia Sarawak, or UNIMAS, and their collaborators, including Sentex, Old Kuching Smart Heritage, Kraftangan Malaysia, Institut Pendidikan Guru Campus Tun Abdul Razak, and Sarawak Museum Department on the organization of this international symposium. For if it is not for their diligence and dedication, we would not be here today to celebrate the beauty and diversity of our Borneo textile. Thank you and congratulations. Appreciation to the researchers, keynote speakers who has come from afar, presenters, sponsors, and all involved in successfully realizing Borneo Textile Symposium 2022. Most importantly, I would like to express my utmost gratitude to Her Majesty, the Raja Permaisuri Agong, for her presence and ever passionate support in the world of textile craft. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayat. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ampun Tuanku, Majlis berakamkan setinggi-tinggi penghargaan serta ucapan terima kasih kepada Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Haji Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, Menteri Pelancongan, Industri Kreatif dan Seni Persembahan Sarawak atas ucapan itu tadi. Ampun Tuanku, Patut ingin sembah maklum seterusnya ialah persembahan video tema Lembaran Emas Borneo Textile Symposium 2022. Sama-sama kita saksikan.
Ampun Tuanku, a video presentation on a significant timeline, the inception of Lembaran Emas that bring us here today at the Borneo Textile Symposium 2022. And today's Lembaran Emas Siri 2, the Borneo Textile Symposium, is brought to you by the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts Sarawak, Sarawak Arts Council and UNIMAS in collaboration with Santax, All Kuching Smart Heritage, Kraftangan Malaysia, Sarawak Museum Department and Institute Pendidikan Guru Campus Tun Abdul Razak. Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for our main organizers.
Ampun Tuanku, Dev-Dev kenamaan hadirin yang dihormati sekalian, ke bawah duli Yang Maha Mulia, Sri Paduka Baginda Raja Pemaisuri Agong berkenan untuk bertitah dan seterusnya menyempurnakan perasmian. Ampun Tuanku.
Auzubillahiminasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim ali Ibrahim. Wa barik ala Muhammad ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim ali Ibrahim. Fil alamin innaka Hamidum Majid. Kak Ani. Karim, the two deputy premier's wife. It is so nice to be back in Sarawak. I think this is my 4th trip this year. I call it my balik kampung trip. Bila saya landing, turun saja pada kapal terbang, saya kata balik kampung. Ya. To Datuk Karim in his long speech just now, beautiful speech. He went on and on about me being patron suddenly of this symposium, and also about the achievements that we all have done. It's not me alone in here, I call it our achievement. I have my Yayasan Tenong Pahang Diraja, I have my prison, I have my state, I have my museum, I have everything. We all work together, not just to promote Tenong Pahang Diraja, but also we do all sorts of other arts and craft and food as well. So with a great team behind me who understands my passion, it's easy for me to deliver what I want to do. And I would like to thank everybody who understands me and who keep up with me and who has to say my mouthful name. It's a long name, yeah. My father, I don't know what my father wanted to do. Aziza, Amina, Maimuna, kind of. Aziza is my great-grand aunt's name. Her mother was a Turkish lady. Her mother was Sultana Khatijah from Turkey. My great-great-grandfather married a Turkish lady. So I was named after her, Aziza. Amina is my grandmother's name. Maimuna is my other great-grandmother's name. And Iskandaria is from my father. So that's how I got all this name, yeah? And so when I had my children, I wanted them to have one name only because the trouble that I had in school for exams, which name do I choose? And so I decided I wanted to put them one name, but then my husband decided, no, they must have 4 names like you as well. Okay. So the other trick in school that I did for exams, if I know I'm going to fail that paper, I will choose another name. I put my Munah Mahmud so that nobody knows that it's my paper. So I know if I were to get a 0 there. So thank you very much. Tetapi di Sarawak, I would like, without my Kak Ani here, yeah, who came to Istana Negara to invite me to attend, was it a Klingkam and Songket show in 2019? She came to Istana Negara to invite me. She came to Sabaria and all of you. And at that time as well, the prisons board, the director of Prison Malaysia was also there, and all these prison men were all in front with Tuanku Agong, and I was on this side with all the Sarawakians on one side. And then we started talking about, your Songket Sarawak, is it done in the prison of Sarawak? And so the guy, the pengarah said, a little bit maybe. Then I turned to her, I said, why don't you give some money, a little bit here, so that, we can do Songket Sarawak in the prison, And that's where it began. That is the journey, as we call it, the journey in our life. That was the journey of the Sarawak in the Puncak Borneo. Puncak Alam is my house in somewhere. I think after my husband, in the Puncak Borneo prison. And I must thank the government of Sarawak, for giving so much money to help penjara Puncak Borneo. And we are now have so many weavers now, and they're coming up with beautiful designs. When I came here last few months ago, I saw they were doing the traditional Sarawak design, but now I see, but I challenge them. I said, no, you must do the puah, the kumbu or the puah design, puah or the puah kumbu. I'm very confused now between, I know puah kumbung means the blanket, whether it's the puah design, right? Or the kumbu design. Kumbu design or puah design now? Puah, I don't know. Anyway, that tradition, what you're wearing there, okay. So I've challenged them, you must do that, but on the sampan, so that the prison product will be different from what others in Sarawak is doing. So I hope, when I come back again to check on my prison product here, there's 6 prisons in Sarawak. I've already instructed them that each prison must do different Sarawak arts. So that means one will do the beadwork, one will do the basketry, one will do the weaving, one will do the klingkam, and all that. So the 6 prisons in Sarawak, I'm challenging you to come up with every beautiful work, because I know the Sarawak government will always support whatever you're doing. Yes, I'm back. I'm glad to be back in Sarawak, back home in Sarawak, as I say, this Sarawak Bunyi Kenyalang, with all of you, the guardians of our traditional textile heritage. I know I have a long speech here already prepared, but I want to say a few things from my heart, yeah? As I said just now, thank you very much to Sarawak for inviting me here today to this symposium, and to go jalan-jalan cari makan, and on my look, learn and copy trip as well. Look, learn and copy is the word. And now the look, learn and copy between the prisons are also going on, because Bentong and Penuh is here, and they're looking at how the Sarawak people are doing the different techniques in the prison there. So there is look, learn and copy. They're going to go back. But at the same time, I brought all the wardens from Penuh and Bentong. So the Sarawak side now is also look, learn and copy as well. So it's all about look, learn, and copy, where textiles is all about. Got things that I want to say here. As I say, I'm not in this thing alone. We all work together. We are a team. We have a good team here, and now my team from Sarawak is also as part of my team as well. We all have the same passion. We just want to ensure that the arts and craft remain for our future generation. It's important to leave it as a legacy. The continuity is our journey. And Sarawak, I must say today, after the symposium that we had in September, Sarawak is one of the first state, maybe the only state, I don't know about the others, you should ape Sarawak. I think we saw the symposium as the need to share, and as I say, to share the views and ideas of all our different arts and crafts. And I hope all other states will follow suit, rather than just wait for the traditional ASEAN Textile Symposium, which will be in Laos in 2024. But we should make an effort in every state as well to do a little one, so that we know we can, it's about making that friendship that we have made, so that we all can continue to bond, to share ideas, to look, learn, and copy. And, you know, as we go on this journey, as I said, the journey, until we have done that, then as I said in my keynote, until I see that we can leave it as a legacy for our future generation, then only we can celebrate. So we should meet more often, I think so. I think maybe Sabah should do after this, or maybe Terengganu and Kelantan and Pahang. That's where all this arts and craft is. It should be about food, arts and craft, and let this be a platform for all textile lovers and art lovers as well. And I would like also to share with you that hopefully, inshallah, in May 2023, we are going to London again to take part in the London Craft Week. And this time, it's all about the indigenous, the ethnic, and the tribal arts and craft that I'm going to bring to London. I'm bringing Sabah, Sarawak, and the whole of Malaysia, all the indigenous arts, all the ethnic, all the different tribals. So it will, if last year it was all about the prison, this year is about all us, orang kita, orang asal, and orang the Bumi Putra lot. Yeah, so I hope Sarawak will support me here, Cik Pandai, in this. We want to show, because the Westerners, they love anything tribal or ethnic. And so by going to London, I hope we will showcase now what in Malaysia we have this rich indigenous art that we want to show the world that we have, from the Mahmeri group to the Jahud, to the Chet Wong, to the Jakun, to the Kadazan, Iban. In Sarawak is very rich with all this art and craft. I have also, as Dato' Karim just now mentioned, that on my last trip, I was given once a very antique piece of klingkam, which I presented to the museum here as my gift. But today, I would like to present to the government of Sarawak again, to the museum. This is a gift, a wedding gift in one of the 16 trays that when I got married to my husband, this was in one of the tray. And it is a Sarawak klingkam that was given to me from my husband. So I would like today to present this back to the Sarawak. I know it's made in Sarawak, so I would like to present it back to the government of Sarawak so that you can display it in a museum. This was part of my dowry. Yeah. So it is 36 years old, as old as my married life, though I'm only 35. Yeah. So today I will give it to Kak Ani. Kak Ani, you give it to the museum. I would like this to be in the museum as my gift from. So I will not make my speech long because you all have many papers to listen to afterward. Very interesting papers as well, which I hope I will be able to attend every part, if not sneak out for a game of golf. But there are a few lines here that I have to read as well. It's about, as I said just now, Borneo, Sabah and Sarawak and Brunei as well, has a vast wealth of textile heritage and weaving arts that remains untapped to the outside world, which I hope at the London Craft Week, the whole world be able to see this richness that we have. There are songket and krengkam from the Sarawak Malay, the Iban Kuah Kumbu, the Melanau Rajang songket that is well known for its hidden thread technique. I think it is tapuk in Sarawakian Malay dialect. The unique Sabah and Kalimantan batik, songket weaving from Sambas, and the Indonesian ikat, to name but a few. So we must see that this knowledge and heritage do not fade with the passage of time, and it is important that all these artisans pass down their knowledge and for us to document every part of it, for us to be able to pass it down to future generations. This is where we Asians are a bit low-key, as we are very stingy. Oh, no, I cannot teach. It's our trade secret. It's our family secret. But no, forget that now. We all have to give it down because we find out that lesser and less, and few people are now engaged in weaving and everything. And we must make a comeback there. And that is why it's important for all these artisans to pass down their knowledge. And because of that, I also have now, we are going to have a meeting next week. I was supposed to have a meeting 2 weeks ago, but because of the election that we had, I had to postpone my meeting to form the Royal Malaysian Artisan Society, which we're going to gather together all these artisans and instill in them the importance of passing down their knowledge to all of us for that continuity. the ilmu that is very much worth preserving, not only for our future generation, but for us at present as well, for us too. The textile industry at the moment is expanding and evolving globally. There is a rise in the demand for textiles, resulting in increased textile export values. And we should take this opportunity to ensure the sustainable growth of our textiles. For the communities to thrive, it is not only to simply be the guardians or just the knowledge, we also need to utilize the skills for the betterment of individuals in the community. And with that, I think we let everybody discuss this in the symposium, and I would like to once again thank the Sarawak government, Datuk Kak Ani, Datuk Karim, and Datuk Sabah Reputed for your belief and trust in me, helping you in my little ways organize the symposium after our last symposium in Kuala Lumpur last September. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih.
Kasih. Menjunjung kasih, Tuanku.
Ampun Tuanku, our next highlight is the symbolic launching of Borneo Textile Symposium 2022.
Dipersilakan Yang Berhormat Menteri untuk mempersilakan Yang Amat Berbahagia Puan Sri Dato' Amar Haji Jumaani untuk merapat sembah seraya memohon ampun limpah perkenan kepada Yang Maha Mulia Sri Paduka Baginda untuk berangkat ke ruang khas perasmian. Pada ketika ini kita dapat saksikan di ruang perasmian alat pemintal benang tradisional yang dibawakan khas oleh Sri Gedung Tekstil. Ampun Tuanku.
Ampun Tuanku, symbolically Her Majesty the Queen shall start twisting gently to mark the symbolic launching of Borneo Textile Symposium 2022. So let's all do the countdown in 3, 2, 1. Dipersilakan.
Menjunjung kasih Tuanku. Kepada Yang Maha Mulia Sri Paduka Baginda Tuanku atas limpah perkenan menyempurnakan perasmian itu tadi. Ampun Tuanku, sebagai tanda menjunjung kasih daripada seluruh warga emas Lembaran Emas Siri 2, Borneo Textile 2022, sekali lagi Yang Amat Berbahagia Puan Sri Dato' Amar Haji Jumaani mempersilakan untuk mempersembahkan cendera kenangan kepada Sri Paduka Baginda Tuanku. Ampun Tuanku.
Here it is, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a beautiful sangket from the community of Borneo Textile, dedicated to Her Majesty the Queen. our guest of honor for today's official opening ceremony of Borneo Textile Symposium 2022.
Menjunjung kasih tuanku.
Indeed, a special one for our guest of honor for today. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest of honor for today's Borneo Textile Symposium, the official opening ceremony. Menjunjung kasih, tuanku.
Ampun tuanku, patut mohon perkenan kepada Yang Maha Mulia Sri Paduka Baginda Tuanku untuk memulakan persembahan kebudayaan.
Her Majesty the Queen, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and now proudly present Sarawak Harmony. Persilakan.
Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, Subhanallah, puji syukurmu ya Allah. Allah bos kelas di taman raja, dipetik oleh hai permaisuri, tidak terbalas puji Tuhanku. Berapa jauh datang ke sini, sayang Sarawak, tahulah jembatan gantung menuju terberat. Bila terkenang, bila terbayang, mata berlenang. Orang dikenal, apakah daya, hai sudah pulang. Datuk Merpati petinggi ahli, Merpati Jepang, Abang Johari, pemimpin terbilang. Peace and harmony, love and unity, living together as one. Sayang Sarawak, jaga Sarawak, pesan Datuk. Habibi ya
Ampun Tuanku, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, from the Malay traditional dance of Zapin Roskalas, now let's move on to the Iban traditional dance of Ngajat Ngalu Temuai. Ampun Tuanku, Her Majesty the Queen, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and now presenting to you the Melanau traditional dance. It's called Mengarang. And now please welcome our Bidayu community with their traditional dance called Rejang Be'er. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and now from the famous dance of Rejang Be'er, let's move on to Ajat Lasan, the traditional dance of Orang Ulu community. Her Majesty the Queen, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Despite the differences that we have here in Sarawak, but this unity in diversity definitely represents Sarawak, a beautiful Sarawak harmony. A big round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. A beautiful and colorful Sarawak harmony, unity in diversity. Thank you very much to the dancers from Karya to Indah Performing Arts and Dayak Cultural Foundation, accompanied by Mitra Band from Sarawak Arts Council.
Ampun Tuanku, Pati ingin sembah maklum, seterusnya ialah acara lawatan ke tapak pameran. Hadirin yang dihormati sekalian, keberangkatan ke bawah duli Yang Maha Mulia Sri Paduka Baginda Raja Pemaisuri Agong meninggalkan majlis. Hadirin dipersilakan berdiri.